listening to RAWF After Hours on the RAWF Radio Network.
Stepping up the ring and onto the mic. Golden locks, throwing shades on tight. I rule the airwaves, I own the night. Crank up the volume, feel the heat down. Turn up the dial, let me preach. Running this town with a steel cake smile. When the bell rings, I do it with style. I'm the Lord of Saturday night. One hand thunder, taking the mic. Bodies tell the truth, no fear, no fight. Bow down, cause I rule tonight. Saturday night, blonde hair, thunder taking the mic. Bodies said the truth, no fear, no fright. Bow down, cause I rule tonight.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to RAWF After Hours on the RAWF Radio Network. I am your host, Lord Amadeus, the owner and CEO of RAWF in the game we all know and love as Wrestler Unstoppable. Joining me this evening, your co-host with the most.
¡Hola, muchachos!
Ladies and gentlemen, he is the one and only El Vacant. Good evening.
Hola, muchachos. ¿Cómo está, mi amigo?
Wow, you're excited tonight?
See, I heard some rumor about Cy and Maeve doing something. I don't know.
Okay. I have no idea what that means, but...
I don't either. There was just some rumor floating around the green room earlier.
We are in San Antonio this weekend. It is going to be a huge card tomorrow. Final rankings are done. Contender matches are set, but we'll get to all that in just a few moments. First, let's get to some GM reports if we can. Let me bring up. There we go. There we go. All right. So starting out with our Powerball GM making his first appearance, I believe, in the new studio. Razor, are you there?
I am here, sir.
Congrats. Welcome to. This is your first time in the new studio, isn't it?
Yes, I believe so.
Oh, we'll have to get you. We'll have to find you a theme song. So next time you come on, there's a more pomp and circumstance. Right now, this is all I kind of got. If you can see that, this is something I whipped up real quick. But we'll get you a new theme song because we can't use the old one anymore, copyright and all that. But how are you this evening, sir? Long time no hear.
I am just fine, sir.
Well, good to hear it. And what you got for us in the Powerball division tonight?
In Powerball, I had opened up the sign-ups for guessing your numbers, and I believe there's a little over 10 hours left to do so. So if you haven't done so, go in there and guess your 3 lucky numbers.
All right. Thank you, Razor, your Powerball GM, making his first appearance tonight. And hopefully it won't be the last time, but hope you can stick around so we can talk to you a little bit later, catch up with you.
I will, sir.
All right. Good stuff. Next up, I believe we have our Ultimate Gauntlet GM, the Paragon of Greatness. Paragon.
Good evening. We have a very short update from last week, but it is an important update. We were tracking the journey of Destroyer and the Ultimate Gauntlet, who ended the run of Ciro Il Napolitano. starting out at that number 1 victory, going on to a second match with El Chiqui Block Diablo, picking up that victory, going on to a third match with Soul Reaper, picking up a victory in that match, going into a fourth with Sean the Hitman Hurd, picking up that victory, now putting Destroyer in a situation right now at 4 victories, 1 victory away from earning an Ultimate Gauntlet Championship match. All she has to do is defeat Sassy Applebee's, the current Ultimate Gauntlet champion.
So if she wants to win the Ultimate Gauntlet champion, she now has to beat Sassy 2 times in a row.
Exactly.
Wow. So my question to you, just so people can hear it from your mouth here, if Sassy beats Destroyer in the and then runs the gauntlet successfully, what happens?
Well, we've established this strangely in the past. Billy Gunn, famously as the Ultimate Gauntlet champion, really wanted to run the gauntlet as the champion. We did not get to that situation to necessarily make a full determination. What I had decided at the time was you just get some bragging rights because there's no real reason to run the gauntlet, but it's also not a bad idea to sign up for the gauntlet. Sometimes it could be a long time in advance before you get your run, so preemptively signing up to get your opportunity isn't a bad idea. I think that should that happen, I will have a discussion with the GMs. I've got a couple of ideas in mind, but that's my challenge to the RAWF roster. If you run the gauntlet as the gauntlet champion, make us GMs do some work and figure out what we're going to do with that.
All right. Yeah, that is a tricky one because it's not like say the men's champion wins the Arsehole of the month, he gets to choose his opponent. You can't really do that with the Ultimate Gauntlet because you want the person who gets that opportunity to run the gauntlet. So you can't really say that, well, the champion can choose someone if they run the gauntlet. That doesn't make sense. So yeah, there's got to be something we can do there. But so
it's a great question, and it's one that was brought up before because the champion wanted to run. Honestly, we just never crossed that bridge.
Well, maybe we will. All right. Thank you, Paragon. Let's see. I have our tag team report is that just minutes ago, not very long ago at all, about a half hour ago, round 2 of this period's tag season came out. And I wanted to note real quick, if y'all didn't see this, that the tag team title match for Graveyard Smash will also be a part of the Glory Festival in Enigma's company, Legacy Championship Wrestling. So that is our little one of our little parts in the Glory Festival for LCW. But so that is your tag report there. I don't know that we have Enigma. Did you have anything? I'll take his silence as a probably not. And Griff, did you have anything?
Actually, just a small thing. We are at 17 out of the 20 people signed up for the next season of RFC, so we're just waiting on 3 more people to sign up, and then we will be starting.
All right, excellent. That is your GM report. Let's take a look at see if we've got any early results that we can talk. I know I just started the Arsehole of the month a couple days ago, so that shouldn't be much to report there. Extra Points tournament was just started not too recently, so probably not much. Now it's in round 2. Well, it's in round 2, so let's take a look at the matchups in round 2. You've got somebody who's not in the company, Achilles, Denzel against Denzel the Giant, Wildfire versus Michael Brewer, Redneck Avenger versus Mancunian Maniac, Joe Boo versus Simply the Best, Killer Neptune versus Sassy Applebee's, Hot Cheese versus Tigress, Uber Vegan TPO versus Strangleheart, Badass Billy taking on Money Sue. Davila taking on Extreme Enigma. Mark Caliber taking on Deez. Chris Cage taking on Papa Shaker. Teflon Sheik taking on the Cougar. The Razor taking on Marquis Desaad. DW taking on Knox Boogie. DVT taking on Chiro El Napolitano. And Kenta versus the Paragon of Greatness. That's your matchup for the Extra Points tournament right now. Arsehole of the month, we've got Toxic Megatron Avenger. This is the first round. And yeah, there's not much there to report. We'll get to that when it gets to the second round. Biatch of the month, we're looking at round 2. Davila versus Allie Knight. Hot Cheese versus Luzon Warrior Queen Falcon. Maeve O'Hare versus Psycho Girl. Natalia Nitro versus Psy. Tigress has already beaten Sassy Applebee's to move on to the quarterfinals. Kitty Kabam versus Wildfire. DW will move on to face Miss Beautifatal in the quarterfinals. So that is your update on tournaments here in RAWF. Oh, actually, let's take a look at the Hell Freezes Over tournament real quick. And it is in round 3. Right now we've got the Immortal Griffith versus Evan Deadly. Prince versus Redneck Avenger. The Cougar defeated Iceman Jur to move to the quarterfinals. Psy versus Blake Bradley. Allie Knight versus Spectacular. Menzino beat Sassy Applebee's to move on to the quarterfinals. And then Tigress defeated Natalia Nitro to move on to the quarterfinals, where she will face the problematic Michael Brewer, who defeated the Hawkster. So that's your Hell Freezes Over tournament report. All right, now let's turn our attention to Tropical Aggression and what all happened there, shall we? It was an incredible night at Tropical Aggression. And our first match, it was the Soul Reaper versus Io del Sigador. Io getting with the win over the Soul Reaper, breaking his pay-per-view streak. What were your thoughts on that, El Vacant?
I still don't understand what's going on with all of this. I'm a little surprised the streak was broken, but I mean, it happens.
Yeah. But yeah, a big win for Io over his father, the Soul Reaper. Also, we had the steel cage match between Kenta and Denzel the Giant. Kenta with a huge win over Denzel, and it was quite the match. Kenta getting the victory. What are your thoughts on that, real quick?
I was actually pretty surprised. I'm happy to see it. I think Kenta is going places. I like to see, he's been moving around, doing a lot of things, trying to get things done. I was really happy for him for the win, but I got to be honest, I didn't pick that one right.
No, I don't. I think we all thought that Denzel might.
I thought Denzel was going to eat him.
Yeah, it was not quite the night Denzel wanted to have. Ken Costa, the Paragon of Greatness, and Killer Neptune victorious over the team of Mark Caliber, Andy Price, and Agent of Hate. I don't think anybody was shocked about that.
No.
Hold on. Let me double check. But I believe sorry, for some reason. Let me get you back. I'll be right there.
You can do it. I have faith in you.
I know, right? Somebody has to. There it is. Miss Beautifatal defeated Maeve O'Hare in their Fubar City beach fight, which was, it was still a fun match, though. I think we still got our money's worth with that. Don't you think?
Yes, it was a good fight.
Mm.
I was a little surprised by the outcome. A little disappointed, honestly, but it was still a really good fight.
No surprise here. Aaron McFadden successful in his Champion's Choice Championship defense against Strangleheart.
Shocker.
Not a shocker at all.
That's right. I clearly did not use enough sarcasm there.
So this Sassy Applebee's successful in her defense of the Powerball Championship over the Immortal Griffith. Her streak against the Immortal One continues, Elliot.
Look, I don't know what is going on. Like if he's just a weak to blondes or what, but like he could not get out of the gates in that match.
Well, I can tell you for sure he's not weak to blondes because he beats my ass all the time.
Okay, maybe blondes with boobs.
Okay, well, I got pecs. Does that count?
No.
Okay.
And I mean, do you really when you're sitting next to these?
I mean, no. We have a new estrogen champion. Destroyer defeated Sai to become the new estrogen champion. Congratulations to Destroyer. It was not a good night for Sai, to say the least, but congratulations to Destroyer. I wasn't too shocked about this. Michael Brewer, however, retained the men's championship against Hotshot Chaz. You were surprised by this
in
one.
a dominating fashion, to be clear. Like I don't know, maybe my prediction just pissed him off, but Brewer went into that match like he had something to prove and that Hotshot owed him money. I got Brewer. I will formally apologize. Go you.
Denzel the Giant successfully retained the Hatfield and McCoy Championship over Strangleheart. Yeah, okay. I can't say that was too much. Yeah, you did.
Denzel's here. I mean, it's hard to miss. He's huge.
That's true.
The
Immortal Griffith is your new multimedia champion after defeating Sai, dropping both of her titles at Tropical Aggression. Your thoughts?
I mean, I don't know if she was distracted with things that have been going on, and there's a lot of rumors floating around in the background about her faction. Last time we saw them all in the ring, it was very tense. Maybe she was distracted by all of that. Maybe the loss earlier in the night woke Griffith up, but yeah, I mean that match started out kind of even. In fact, for a good chunk at the beginning of that match, it looked like Sai was going to dominate, and then Griff just woke up and took over. And it's got to be rough. And it's funny because literally a week ago right now, the conversation we were having was that Griff had no belts and Sai had 2, and now it's the other way around.
Yeah, exactly. It is. But Sai will have an opportunity tomorrow to possibly go for another championship at Graveyard Smash. More on that in a bit. Triple Crown Championship. Chris Cage is still your Triple Crown champion, and he swept both Jobu and Money Sue to do so. So a dominating Triple Crown championship defense by the unsettled one, El Vegan. All
right, so here's the weird part. I was right, but I wasn't right.
Yes, you called this. It was going to be a three-way tie defense.
Right. I expected retention due to the rules.
Right.
But and I'll be honest. Right up until the end, it looked like that's the way it was going. But Chris Cage dug deep and took out both of them. So congratulations to Chris Cage.
So Chris Cage still your Triple Crown champion. Next up, we had for the tag team championship. We have new tag team champions, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about the graphics messing up a little bit, but Desaad and the Giant are your new tag team champions after dethroning Crown Control. Your thoughts? Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Congratulations to Desaad and the Giant. It was a mixed night for Denzel. Went 2-2. Teflon Sheik retained the Fubar City Championship against Tigers. You called that one.
They did. And I don't think anyone's overly shocked at that outcome.
No. Ken Costa is still the Midnight Hobo champion after defeating DW. think we mentioned both of those matches last week.
We did, and like I said, I think Ken needs me to just constantly pick against him so that he keeps winning. I think at very least if he's facing DW, because like I said, I started always going for DW as picks because every time I picked against her, she won. But oddly, every time I've picked for her, she's lost.
Simply the Best continues to be your national champion. He's officially going to go well over a year as the national champion as he defeated Denzel the Giant in a pretty close bout there. But STB, success, you're still your national champion. Were you shocked here?
Shocked? No. I mean, I said at the time that it was going to be an uphill battle for Denzel. I thought, Denzel, if anyone had an opportunity to take that belt, it was Denzel. And it would have cemented the course that Denzel has been on, which is upward, by being able to take that belt from someone as, what's the word I want? Steeped in gold as STB has been in this company, right? So to be able to, take someone who's at that level of legend down and take a belt off them would have really been a feather in their cap, or mohawk, I guess, as the case may be. But by saying that, STB is a legend. He has been steeped in gold. There's a reason he is who he is, and there's a reason they call him simply the best.
Indeed.
Beating him on any given day is never a given.
He is most definitely simply the best national champion in RAWF history, without a doubt. Hotshot Chaz retained the Platinum Dragon Championship against Killa Neptune. You called this, and yeah, it was Killa Neptune unable to get that Platinum Dragon Championship back. Hotshot Chaz remains the Platinum Dragon Championship, much to Kenta's relief, because the next time he defends that title, it will be against Kenta, which I believe we will do next week. But I want to confirm that with both champion and challenger. But very well could be our main event on Superstars next weekend. Hotshot Chaz defending the Platinum Dragon Championship against Kenta.
I thought we had Kenta has a match next week against Griffith.
That would be. I thought
that's
was
Ken. You're right. Silly. I'm gonna always do that, Kenta. I'm gonna just always do that.
Yeah, and plus that's on air. That's not on Superstars.
Oh, I thought we were doing it at Superstars. Okay.
No, the After Hours title never gets defended on Superstars.
Fair enough.
And finally, in the main event at Tropical Aggression, the Paragon of Greatness regained the World Heavyweight Championship from Blake Bradley, becoming a, what did I say, 6-time? No, 5. Is it 5 or 6? I don't know.
5.
5-time World Heavyweight Champion. So congratulations to the Paragon of Greatness. Once again, your World Heavyweight Champion, and you are correct. He becomes a 5-time World Heavyweight Champion, which breaks the tie. He is now by himself in second place, and of course, he would have to double that amount to even think about catching the Immortal Griffith. But that is your report from Tropical Aggression, a new World Heavyweight Champion, ladies and gentlemen, who we hope to talk to in just a little bit. But now, El Vacant, if you would, it is time to announce the final rankings for this period.
That's right. This is it. This puts you in the top 25, meaning, from this show on, you can challenge. And amongst other things, and also, someone, to my right over here, that's very blonde, will also then, after I'm done, tell you who's getting shots at contendership matches. All right, so here we go. In 25th place, we have Magnificent Michael. That's the alliteration. I love it. In 24th place, we have the Minion. In 23rd place, we have our Champion's Choice champion, Aaron McFadden. It's been a while since he's been up here. In 22nd place, we have the Badass Billy. In 21st place, we have D's. In 20th place, we have our Powerball and Ultimate Gauntlet champion, Sassy Applebee's. In 19th place, 19th. There's a TH at the end. English is hard sometimes. In 19th place, we have Maeve O'Hare. I see you out there, Maeve. Hola. In 18th place, we have the pure one, Uber Vegan. In 17th place, we have the man who likes to think of himself as a king, Jobu. In 16th place, we have and still men's champion, Michael Brewer. In 15th place, we have Sai. In 14th place, we have Kenta. In 13th place, we have the current multimedia and after hours champion, the Immortal Griffith. In 12th place, we have the Estrogen and Arcana class champion, Destroyer. In 11th place, we have Iceman Care, which brings us to the top 10, ladies and gentlemen. Top 10, that's right. Oh, God, English so hard. In 10th place, we have our current Midnight Hobo champion, Ken Costa. In 9th place, we have our Triple Crown and White Lightning champion, Christopher Cage. In 8th place, we have Diesel Warrior. In 7th place, we have Killa Neptune. In 6th place, we have our current Platinum Dragon champion, Chaz. In 5th place, we have Wildfire. That kind of came out of nowhere, honestly. That snuck up on me. In 4th place, we have our current Superstars champion, the Extreme Enigma. In 3rd place, we have our current Hatfield and McCoy champion, Denzel the Giant. In 2nd place, we have our current national champion, Simply the Best. And in 1st place, this shouldn't come as any surprise if you've been paying attention, our world champion, Paragon of Greatness.
All right. So, with that being said, here it is officially the graphic. If you can't read it, I will be posting it in the scene here momentarily. But yeah, Paragon of Greatness #1. But I like seeing the color on these. A wide range of color, don't you think?
See. It's like Walt Disney threw up.
Oh, well, okay, yeah, I suppose that's true. But at any rate, let me get this up in the top 25 scene so that y'all can take a gander at it real quick. And then we will find out who is in contender matches tomorrow. All right. Top 25 is posted in the top 25 scene. So now let's take a look at tomorrow's superstars. We have live from San Antonio, Texas, home of the Alamo. It's going to be for the Superstars Championship. Extreme Enigma will defend against Badass Billy. Quick thoughts on that one, Elvin?
I mean, Billy's been surprisingly effective over the last few months. This is something I think that he will throw himself into wholeheartedly, and I think Enigma needs to not overlook Billy. But I say that if Enigma doesn't overlook Billy, I suspect they retain.
I agree. I think Enigma is proud that they are, I'm proud of that Superstars Championship, especially after losing the tag team titles. I'm gonna take a look. I don't think Billy Gunn has ever been a Superstars champion before, but I could be wrong about that. And it does not look like I do not see Billy on the list, so could be Billy's first time holding the title, and so good luck to Billy if he can indeed beat Enigma tomorrow. Next up, we have for a shot at the multimedia championship at Graveyard Smash. It'll either be Sassy Applebee's or D's, both of which have beaten the Immortal Griffith for titles on pay-per-views in the past. Your thoughts?
Well, I can tell you I know who Griffith is rooting for.
Yeah, I don't think he'd want to face Sassy on 2 consecutive pay-per-views, to be sure.
I think he's hoping for the Battle of the Beards.
I think indeed that is who he would be rooting for at this point. I don't think he wants to see Sassy win that match tomorrow. But if she does, what will happen at Graveyard Smash? There'll be a lot of.
I think he's host.
One of our Triple Crown contendership matches, Jobu will take on Uber Vegan TPO. Jobu trying to get back to the Triple Crown Championship match, was unable to win that title at Tropical Aggression. Looks to try it again at Graveyard Smash, but he has to get past the Uber Vegan first. Your thoughts?
I think Jobu is annoyed about how that last match went. I think he's going to be fighting his best to get back to it. I'm going to pick Jobu.
I'm not going to disagree with you on that one, but never count TPO down. The other Triple Crown contendership match is a good one. The problematic Michael Brewer takes on Maeve O'Hare. This one is probably the most interesting contendership match of
that's
tomorrow.
going to be interesting. Yes.
Yeah. So.
Obviously, I want to choose Maeve, but the last time I picked against Brewer, he then went out and just beat somebody. Unless I read it in Stepchild, I maybe shouldn't say that in this match. But yeah, he beat his opponent like they owed him money. I feel like if I don't want him to do that to Maeve, I shouldn't pick against him. I'm gonna abstain. Can I abstain?
Yeah, you can abstain. Yeah, that one's a hard one. Fubar City Champ contendership. It will be Kenta versus Sai. Sai with an opportunity of trying to get a title back. Not either the one she lost, but one that she's held. But Kenta, who I have to say got himself he was really down there. I didn't think he was going to be in the top 25 at all. But he really came on strong in the last 2 or 3 contendership matches. Really, to tell you the truth, an impressive comeback by Kenta to even get to this point. He takes on Sai for a shot at the Fubar City Championship. Your thoughts?
I think it's going to all depend on how Sai reacts to Tropical Aggression. Like if she kind of wallows in it and can't get over the fact that she had those losses, I think she's just going to crumble. If she can use it to inspire her to move forward, this is exactly the kind of match where she could vent her frustrations.
Interesting note, if Sai wins, she goes up against the Teflon Sheik for the Fubar City Championship.
Yeah, that ought to be interesting. I kind of want to see that. I want to see that. I kind of.
That could be interesting. I wouldn't mind seeing Sheik versus Kenta either. Either one should be a good matchup. Midnight Hobo contendership. It will be Iceman Jur getting his very first opportunity at an RAWF championship, at least a shot. But he has to get past the current Arcana Clash and Estrogen champion Destroyer.
For the record, 2006 called and they want their faux hawk back.
That being said,
I got to go with Destroyer on this one.
Well, of course you would. But I don't know. I don't know Iceman Jur well enough. He's been pretty good since arriving.
Well, right. I don't have a lot of information of Iceman, and Destroyer's shown me her tatas, so I'm biased.
So if Iceman were to show you his tatas,
no, not going to be the same.
Fair enough. So yes, the winner of that will go on to face Ken Costa for the Midnight Hobo Championship at Graveyard Smash, or at least that's who they should be going after. National Championship contendership. These two seem to just luck into each other as far as contender matches go. But the winner will go on to challenge STB for the national championship. Who do you like here?
I got to go with Killa. I think he's now been without a belt for a little bit. I think he doesn't like that at all. I think he's gonna bounce back from this, from not getting back the Platinum Dragon, and he's gonna find himself in contention for national.
I think both of these people have the potential to unseat STB finally for the national championship.
Sure, that's true.
So I think either way, although I do believe DW, this would be like her second or third attempt at dethroning STB, but we will see what happens. So that should be a good one. Here's a really interesting one. For the Platinum Dragon Contendership, winner getting an opportunity at the Platinum Dragon Championship at Graveyard Smash, Extrema Enigma, and Wildfire.
So here's the thing. I said before, it kind of snuck up on me that Wildfire was that far up the card, but it's not because, it's a shocker that she's there. It's because everyone else at the top of that card is loud as fuck, and she's just quietly been winning matches. And but not like she's not like in your face, like, I'm better than everybody and I'm kicking everybody's ass. She's not Enigma, is what I'm saying. I'm gonna stick with my standard redhead bias, and I'm gonna go with Wildfire.
I wouldn't say Wildfire's been quiet. She just hasn't been herself. She's bad.
Well, that's also probably true. Yeah.
I mean, she thinks she's Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz right now.
Hey, there are worse people to be.
That's true.
Can I be Toto? She can carry me around in her basket.
So many places I could go with that. I will pass. I'm not. And finally, a rematch from Tropical Aggression for this STB versus Denzel the Giant for a shot at the World Heavyweight Championship, currently held by the Paragon of Greatness at Graveyard Smash. We just saw this match for the National Championship. STB defeated Denzel. I personally think history will repeat itself. I think STB right now, he has talked about it, wanting to get back to that world title for quite a while now. I think he's going to be especially motivated tomorrow. Not that Denzel won't be motivated, but STB knows how to beat him. He just did it. I think he can do it again. Your thoughts?
I see your point, and I do not disagree with your point. However, I'm going to counter that point with two things. First, if you think STB is motivated to get back there, how motivated is Denzel not only to revenge that loss from just, a week ago, but also to get his first shot at the world title? Like we've been saying, he has been on track. Like he's been climbing that ladder to get here, and he did it. He is at the last rung of the ladder. And the only thing between him and what he's been going for is STB. And I'm going to put this out there. This is not something Denzel has said. This is my theory. I think the Denzel that you are going to see in a match that gets him to fight for the world title is going to be a very different Denzel than you saw going for the national championship, because the national championship was not Denzel's prize. That was not what Denzel was looking for. Denzel has made it very clear that he is looking for the world title. I think he was, obviously he wants to win his matches to get up those rungs and to get to what he's really after. But I don't think the motivation was the belt. I think the motivation was one step closer to this. I think that's a lot. And then the second point is, you keep saying STB's been motivated to get back here, STB's had a lot of chances. STB for a while, if you remember, STB went something like some crazy amount of months in a row where he was like either number 1 or number 2 in the rankings, right? It was a long time.
Mm-hmm.
He's had a lot of shots at the contenders and at the title itself over the last year and a half. And he's lost them all. So I feel like there may be a little bit of the old in baseball where they say, you get the yips. I think that's what's going on here. I think he gets that close to the prize and then he falls apart. And that's what history has told us. So I think I'm going with Denzel. That was a really long way to get around to Denzel, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was a very long-winded way, but you got there. So thank you for that. At any rate, it should be a hell of a match and a hell of a matchup in the main event of Graveyard Smash. Whether it's Denzel or STB facing Paragon.
Oh, either way, we get a hell of a pay-per-view. Yeah.
Yes.
Honestly, with a lot of these, no matter who wins, we end up with a really good match at the pay-per-view.
Indeed. So that means we now turn our attention to Graveyard Smash, which comes to you live from. Whoop, that's not what I meant. That's all right. Well, we'll get there eventually. It will come to you live from Long Island, New York, the UBS Arena, October 26th, live on October 26th. And as you just saw a few moments ago, only one match officially signed for Graveyard Smash, and that was signed last week right here on After Hours. A horror lumberjack match between Redneck Avenger and the Soul Reaper. Your thoughts on, now that you've had a week to think on this, talk to me about this matchup.
I have a hard time going against Redneck Avenger in this type of match. Like it's effectively a bar brawl, and I've seen him in bar brawls. I may in fact have been in one with him.
Oh, there you go.
We won't get into that. For the nature of this match, I think I got to go with RA.
Yeah, I can't argue with you on that one. This is definitely his environment, his type of match for certain. There's no doubt about that. And so I think Soul Reaper might have challenged the wrong person this time. But then again, we say that a lot of times. So maybe he did, maybe he didn't. We shall find out on October 30th, live from Long Island, your annual RAWF Graveyard Smash. And we are going to take a quick break. When we return, we will talk to various people about what happened to Tropical Aggression, what will happen tomorrow on Superstars, and what could potentially happen at Graveyard Smash. This is RAWF After Hours on the RAWF Radio Network. We'll be back in just a moment.
The bodies are cold, the fog is thick. If you are going to fight, you better think quick. Graveyard Smash. Graveyard Smash. Graveyard Smash. Midnight strikes, the earth begins to glow. Shadows crawl and claw through the stone. Whispers rise from the dirt below. Something wicked's gotta show. smash. Graveyard smash. Eyes like candles in an empty skull. Flesh long gone, but the night is full. Rats keep time with the rattling beat. Every corpse is moving its feet. Graveyard smash. Graveyard smash. Graveyard smash. Bombs on the sky. Boxes moving its feet. Bombs on the sky. Boxes moving its feet. Blood on the moon, claw marks on the sky. The crypt doors open and the dead won't die. If you step inside, you'll never come back. You'll be part of the madness, part of the pack.
Indeed, Graveyard Smash comes to you live October 26th from Long Island, New York, just a few short miles from Amityville, El Vacant.
Yeah, yeah, I'm not going anywhere near the house.
Why not?
I'm not. House tells you to go away. You go away.
Are you more scared of the house? Are you? Which one scares you more? Having to go to the house, or possibly having to deal with?
Don't you even say it. I know you. Don't you say it.
Oh, don't worry. There is no fear. There's nothing to be worried about.
You said that last year.
I know. You're gonna have to wait and see. I know that there's no absolute way for it to prove it to you, but I can tell you right now that I am in firm control of that. All right. With that being said, let's bring back our chairman of RAWF for a sit down. The man we haven't talked to him for quite a while. He is the one and only Razor. Razor, are you there?
I'm here.
Oh.
Hi.
So how you been, Razor? Long time no hear from you.
Just been fine. I'd like to say I've been staying on the winning side of month-to-month battles, but I haven't really been doing much other than that.
I mean, you've been steady, Eddie. I mean, it's no countouts, and no, you've been doing your thing, just being quiet as you like to do. But anything on your mind, Razor? Anything you would like to talk about? This is your first opportunity in the new studio. How do you like the new digs, by the way?
I'm impressed. Nice little setup you got here.
But at any rate, I'm going. Thank you. I appreciate that. And like I said, we'll get you a song, and your making an entrance video, as I like to do with most people that come on here. Just didn't know when you'd show up, so glad to see you. El Vacant, anything you'd like to ask Razor since this is your first opportunity?
I mean, other than you haven't been coming out on town with me and Randy. We've missed you. Come on. We're supposed to go into these towns and raise havoc, and our third amigo hasn't been there. What's going on?
I think Randy's kind of afraid of hanging out with me, or at least that's the vibe I was getting before.
Well, I mean, you did almost get him arrested.
Plus, I think old Randolph. Actually, that's a good question. We need to. Where is he tonight? He never.
That's a good question. I don't know. I figured he was just backstage ogling the goth girls.
I mean, he might be, but he still has to show up here and do his report. So, Randy, if you're out there, get your ass in here. But yeah, glad to hear from you, Razor. But anything you'd like to talk about, I mean, feel free. This is your first opportunity in quite a while. Surely something's come up into your head.
Well, with Graveyard Smash coming up, careers can be resurrected and
I like what you did
resurrected
there.
in ways that you would never think of.
Okay. Interesting cryptic comment from the chairman of RAWF. Well, good. Um, I want to see. I love seeing careers resurrected. It's always a good thing. Uh, but yeah, it's been a minute, and glad you could show up. You going to try to make more shows from this point forward? Is that possible, or is it?
Pardon?
Huh?
Pardon me, what did you say?
I was just saying. Are we? Hopefully, we'll see you more often. Is what
Oh,
I'm.
yeah, I plan on being here more often.
Now,
Been
now
away
that.
far too long.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, look who we got here. He's finally here, ladies and gentlemen. Stick around, Razor, just for a second. Here he comes. Ladies and gentlemen, he is Randolph Mortimer Draw, Randy M. Draw here. Good evening, Randy. Hey, how you doing, boss man? Out vacant? Hey, Razor, how's it going there?
What's going on, Randy?
Sorry I ain't been in contact. We're kind of healing up, you know. I got attacked by some people a few weeks ago, and I've been in it. So yeah, we could go out tonight maybe here in San Antonio. I hear there's a couple of good strip clubs down this road. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm in.
sounds like a plan.
All right. Yeah, I could use some pain killing if you know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. All right, I got your undercard for superstars here. For tomorrow here in San Antonio, we got the Cougar taking on Hotshot Chaz. We got Sisalulu taking on Claymore. Spectacular takes on the Agent of Hate. The Undertaker takes on the Paragon of Greatness. Stormtrooper of Death takes on Eerie Keeper of Snakes. Natalia Nitro takes on Olivia McGinnis. Psycho Girl takes on Tigress. Boney takes on the Immortal Griffith. Sophia McFadden takes on Mystic Maniac. Slashy to take on Strangleheart. Redneck Avenger in his hometown goes up against the Razor tomorrow here in San Antonio. Then we got Chris Cage versus Joey A. Knox Boogie versus Black Lilith. Money Sue takes on Hobo Ezekiel. Allie Knight takes on Psy. Magnificent Michael takes on Miss Beautifatal. Sean Hitman Hurd takes on Kitty Kabam. Toxic Megatron Avenger takes on Andy Price. Draven Blackbird to take on Tad Beaglewolf Dennis. Davila takes on the Teflon Sheik. Dark Warrior takes on Rick Nelson. Chiro El Napolitano takes on Soul Reaper. Hot Cheese takes on the Minion. Papa Shaker takes on Dr. Kent. Mark Caliber takes on Crazy Sir. Fusion Skull takes on Aaron McFadden. Marquis de Sade takes on Evan Deadly. Kayla the Governess takes on the Crippler. Big Papa takes on Hio del Segador. Roger the Pirate takes on Ken Costa. Luzon Warrior Queen Falcon takes on Starlight. And the Mancunian Maniac takes on Crazy Mama. That is your undercard for tomorrow's Superstars. All right. Thank you, Randy. Razor, you're taking on Redneck Avenger in his hometown of San Antonio. Any thoughts on that?
Yeah, I'm going to have to bring my A game because Redneck's always a tough fight.
Especially in his hometown. Which, by the way, he was supposed to have a barbecue, wasn't he? Already? Didn't I?
He was.
Well, hopefully he still plans on it. I think that's where we should.
I kind of hope so.
Yeah, I could be up for some barbecue, no doubt about that. Wait,
I've been to a redneck barbecue, like redneck Avenger
wait a
barbecue.
minute.
They're
Is
fire.
Brewer and his clan going to show up? Because I might not. I don't know if I want to go if that's the case.
That's fair.
That's a good point, Randy. You might want to stay clear of them. Well, at any rate, I'm out of here. Razor, El Bacon, I'll see you guys after the show, okay?
Looking forward to it.
All right. Thank
Hey,
you.
hit the Mac machine. Get us more like 5s and 1s.
Gotcha. Wait, I need some cash to do that, don't I?
You get paid.
I was off on medical leave for 3 weeks.
Fine, hold on. Go down to the truck. I'll call down and tell the nephews to hand you some petty cash.
Thank you. All right, so that is your report from Randolph Mortimer Draw on tomorrow's Superstars undercard. Some great contender matches highlighting our show in San Antonio. Of course, the main event will be for a shot at the World Heavyweight Championship, currently held by this man. He is your 5-time RAWF World Heavyweight Champion after defeating Blake Bradley at Tropical Aggression. Please welcome.
Once upon a time, an abomination. He walked on water and he conquered nations. Could have ruled forever, but he lost his patience. Look at me now, paragon of greatness. First of the fallen and last of the old gods. No use fighting because you can't beat those cold odds. Beginning of time and the end of days. Civilizations crumble under his gaze. Alpha and Omega, the wrath of the God King. Paragon of greatness, about to pin you in that ring. Once upon a time, an abomination. He walked on water and he conquered nations. Could have ruled forever, but he lost his patience. Look at me now, paragon of greatness. Eons ago, before time existed, they lived in the heavens and the rain persisted.
Ladies and gentlemen, he is your World Heavyweight Champion once again. He is the Paragon of Greatness. Good evening, Paragon.
Oh, Amadeus, it's me. It's the five-time World Heavyweight Champion Booker T. Paragon of Greatness. Woo!
Congratulations, Paragon. And definitely, we're quick to get that title back after just a short reign by Blake Bradley. How does it feel to have once again have that belt around your waist or over your shoulder, whichever one you like to prefer?
You know, I kind of it is a mixed bag. I was talking about that a lot heading into this event. I felt like Blake Bradley needed that match, and regardless of my feelings about the human being, I certainly feel for him, both in the way that things shook out after Philadelphia Freedom, all the way to Tropical Aggression, and just the unfathomable beating that he received at Tropical Aggression. It's one of those kinds of I've been on that side of a match like that, and it's not fun. That being said, you know, obviously it feels great to be the World Heavyweight Champion again. After so many years in RAWF, with Mordred Nightwalker being paced at that second place position, it feels like one of those kind of records and mountains that maybe nobody was ever going to climb. And for that record to be surpassed and there be a firm second place now, that's a really big deal. I think that there are a lot of people here in RAWF right now that maybe don't remember the time of Mordred Nightwalker, but dude was absolutely special during his era, and a lot of respect goes out to Mordred for holding it down for so long. You know, I'm always very happy to be a part of RAWF history, though.
Indeed, indeed. So congratulations once again. Now, tomorrow here in San Antonio, Two men will go at it to see who will face you at Graveyard Smash for that World Heavyweight Championship, or at least get a shot at the World Heavyweight Championship. It will be Simply the Best and Denzel the Giant. Talk to me about each man and who you think will walk out as your number one contender tomorrow in San Antonio.
I mean, I got 5 words for you: big, meaty men slapping meat. It's going to be a huge match, regardless of the winner. And it's going to be a huge match tomorrow night itself. This is something I'm looking very forward to. I mean, a Hoss match, if you've ever seen one. STB and Denzel the Giant. It's going to be big. It's going to be loud. It's going to be devastating.
You're going to reinforce that ring, right?
Look, these two are surprisingly similar wrestlers, despite their completely different styles. Simply the Best, one of the most technically superb wrestlers to ever grace RAWF ring. Denzel the Giant, one of the greatest power wrestlers to ever step into RAWF. But these are two men that absolutely use their size and their strength to their advantage at every turn. And they're both people that have been around for a really long time and seen a lot of success. They've beaten everybody that there is to beat, and they can absolutely take that championship come Graveyard Smash. I think it would be an irresponsible thing to try to make a prediction at this point as to who would win that match. I can say, and I mean this not as a disrespect to Simply the Best, who I have no love lost with, but as a fan and as somebody who has followed his career for so long, I would love to see Denzel the Giant get that opportunity come Graveyard Smash. Denzel is somebody that I think maybe is underrated by RAWF historians. He's always been around. He's always had some success, but I think that he's never been quite evaluated in the tier that he belongs. Denzel is an absolute juggernaut, and to see him in a marquee match, getting a world title opportunity, that's something that does a fan of RAWF. It does my heart good. So that's where what my heart says. My head, on the other hand, I absolutely will not make a prediction on this. I think that this could go either way.
All right. Well, it will be a great main event at Graveyard Smash either way, no doubt about it. I mean, on one hand, you've got the monster Denzel the Giant, and who better to face at Graveyard Smash than a monster? But then also you have the wily veteran, the near legend himself, Simply the Best. I mean, he's proved many times that that name is not just not just bragging. He at times indeed lives up to that name. So you're not going to have it easy at Graveyard Smash either way. So with that being said, congratulations once again. Elvake, anything you'd like to ask the champion?
Uh, hmm. How does it feel for your brother not to have that belt back?
I mean, it certainly felt good for me to watch Killer Neptune's downfall. I saw the guy rubbing his hands together, all mischievously, thinking that he was going to somehow fall into the top 2 going into Tropical Aggression. He comes out at the number 7 spot. I mean, that is very sweet for me to see.
I assumed the way he has trolled you over the years, this is just sort of a little Schadenfreude.
Look, if had things turned around in a different direction, Killer Neptune become the Platinum Dragon champion again, first of all, I would have been very disappointed to see the title fall off of Hotshot Chaz. I think that he's worked very hard to get to where he is, and myself, and to be fair, and Killer Neptune, were very excited to see him win a big one like this, and there would have been a level of disappointment and and seeing it go away so quickly. I think that I'm glad ultimately once Killer Neptune recovers from the beating, I think he'll be glad that Hot Shot Chaz is still the Platinum Dragon champion as well. But had he won, stacked on another Platinum Dragon championship onto his already ridiculous record number of Platinum Dragon championships, I would have never heard the end of it. There could have been a chance that he would have fallen into that top two, and then we'd be doing the whole dance again where Paragon has to talk about how I don't want to have to beat my brother for the world title. And I think that we're all a little bit sick of that song and dance at this point. So I think it worked out for the best across the board.
I mean, yeah, I don't disagree with you. But so then my next question, so what do you think his shots are tomorrow?
Look, he and DW have had a lot of matches. I think that Killa comes out on top in most of those matches. That's where I'll leave that. It's Killa Neptune did not have the pay-per-view that I had at Tropical Aggression, and he has something to prove, I think.
See, so I agree with you there. So I think we are going to see STB versus Killa Neptune for the national champion. And I don't know about where you're at, because I know you have that kind of weird relationship with him. I think that's a hell of a match.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paragon of Greatness, and I am the advocate for the future national champion Killa Neptune tonight, apparently. Yeah, I think the Killa Neptune...
you answer too much stuff about yourself. You don't leave me room to ask you questions about you. So I'm going to ask you questions about your brother. Deal.
I think that Killa is somebody that loves a good laugh and loves a good troll. I think that we all know this about him. What better person to troll than a high-ranking, prolific member of the Elevated Society? And what better way to troll him than falling out of the Platinum contendership just to end that historic national title reign that has Killa Neptune written all over it?
I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong at all.
All right. Well, Paragon, congratulations once again. And unless you have anything else you'd like to talk about, I will like to move along. So is there anything else you'd like to say?
Well, I didn't really talk a whole lot about Tropical Aggression itself. First of all, well, I mean, what a night! I had two matches, and I don't know if I broke a sweat. The biggest sweat I broke in either match was walking down the ramp. So that's certainly something that no.
Who put that up? Who put that?
Wait, where's it? Why is this haunting me? Why is this haunting me?
Who let Bob in the promotion truck? Who? Like, no.
Bob. Yeah, we'll blame Bob on that one. I like that.
Well, he took the picture.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Tropical Aggression, a great night. I think that Mark Caliber was taught a lesson or two. I hope that Ken Costa received what I wanted him to know. Look, Blake Bradley, I don't blame him for the match that he had. It was his first time as world champion, and like many virgins before him, there was a lot of build up to the first time. He lasted about 3 minutes, and it was terrible. I'm not surprised that this was his first title reign. It's gonna be about how Blake Bradley gets back on that horse, and let's hope that he does. Let's hope that he learns from this, he recovers, and comes back stronger than ever. Because, like I said, I've been on the other side of an absolute beating in a world title match like that. I know from personal experience, it takes a lot to push yourself to be motivated again after something like that. Let's hope that we see that from Blake, or not, and that would also be okay, because not a big fan of the person, but love the wrestler.
All right. Well, Paragon, thank you for your time, and we will talk to you again very soon once that contender match is over, when we find out who your opponent will be at Graveyard Smash. Should be fun.
Yep. Thank you.
All right. Next up, she has an opportunity tomorrow to possibly go to Graveyard Smash into the Triple Crown Championship match if she can get past a problematic person. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome.
Roślina biot bránečná häsznäs Tadu fárdum non rajmage sambabet Tadu brajra tjeter Sajlaga sub trill her muresni havle fion spajnekar Muroj zinde Kagragam med målor Döjt levelina nice
Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Maeve O'Hare is joining us. Good evening, Maeve.
Good evening, Bossman. Good evening, Vacant.
Hola.
Now, what's this? What's this nonsense that you're on about with myself and Sibel?
I don't know. Someone was talking about I'd pay good money to watch when you and Sibel do. I don't know.
I have no idea what he's referring to. I'm not sure that
I can't believe that they think I'd charge you money for that.
Right? You would never charge me. I would just get a standing invite.
Well, you've got such a fondness for redheads. It seems cruel to keep you away.
I mean, I like redhead and redhead violence, but I like redhead on redhead other things too.
Well, Sibel and I always have a good time one way or another, and that's right, Sibel.
But at any rate, tomorrow on Superstars Live here in San Antonio, it will be you and the problematic Michael Brewer. The winner will move on to the Triple Crown Championship at Graveyard Smash. Chris Cage, the reigning Triple Crown champion. Your thoughts?
I'm gonna have to take you on a wiki walk with me because this is it's funny when you think on it. So, as everyone here knows, English out there, hi English, how you keeping? Played a large role in me transition from the indies to the main event here, and so a lot of me wrestling has an English flavor to it, if you will. But then a couple weeks ago, as we heard him on here talking about his past experience with Michael Brewer and how he learned a lot of what he knows about this business from him. So I reckon in some ways, Brewer Lad is me wrestling grandfather. So it's interesting to see how things have like passed down from him to English and English to myself. And I have a good time. I've faced him here and in other places, and I always have a good time against him. But this is going to be the first time that he stood between me and a shot at a belt, so I don't think that he's going to like the version of Maeve that he gets tomorrow so much as he might have liked me in the past.
Fair enough. Fair enough. It should be a good match either way. But talk to me if you do get the opportunity and go on to Graveyard Smash. You know that it will be Chris Cage. You know that and it will either be Joe Boo or Uber Vegan in that Triple Crown title match. Talk to me about who you think it will be, and your chances at being the next Triple Crown champion.
I mean, I could break out some Steiner math and talk about 33 1/3 chances. But no, what I'm going to say is I hope, for the sake of my sanity, that it's Uber Vegan who wins that match, because I really don't want to have to be in the ring with two certified yappers like Chris Cage and Joe Boo at the same time. That's just going to do my head in. Plus, then I get a chance to beat up on a Brit, and I always love beating up on a Brit. So yeah, no, sorry, not sorry, Vegan. That's just how it's going to be. But it doesn't really signify who else wins the other match, because my focus is going to be on Chris Cage, because it's his title to lose, and I've got to beat him if I want to win that belt. The other match is just gravy. So that's where my focus is going to be. And I'm sorry, Destroyer. I don't want you to think that I'm targeting your toy boy because I have any ill will toward yourself. But he keeps, other than yourself, he keeps poor company. And he's got the belt that I want. So I'm going to go out there. I'm going to do my best against Brewer. But I've already got one eye firmly set on Chris Cage. And he and I are both very big fans of Graveyard Smash for different reasons, I think. But we both enjoy the show. So I think that, always assuming, knock on wood, that I get past Brewer Lad tomorrow, that the fans are in for one hell of a match at Graveyard Smash.
Did you just call him her toy boy?
She did.
Her toy boy.
I now
The
have
first time she said it.
I now have this song running through my head. He's just an unsettled boy. Never
Oh,
mind.
that don't even work for the cadence, boss man.
I know.
You're
but
a drummer. You're supposed to be able to keep better time than that.
it would work if I planned it out. Let's put it that way.
Well, now you're gonna have somebody come up with that, and we're gonna have to play it next week, and I'm gonna laugh.
I mean, if somebody does, that'd be hilarious, and I would certainly play it.
I mean, I don't even want to imagine what you'd have gotten up to with that belt. The very first thing that I'm going to be doing is boiling
Wouldn't it be, he's just a toy boy. And
Toy
unsettled
boy. Yes. Anyways.
Well, it looks like Destroyer and English are having fun out there. I might stay in here with you for a little bit.
You can stick around as long as you'd like, Maeve. As a matter of fact,
thank you.
I think we know that there's somebody coming on in a little bit that wants you to stay. Hell, Razor's here. You haven't had
Razor never gets very talkative around me. I think I make him nervous.
Yeah, apparently not.
Apparently, you have to stay if a certain someone's coming on because he thinks you're the co-host of this show.
I could never fill your tights. You have to wear like at least 5-6 sizes larger than I do.
I mean, I actually have to admit this stretches a lot. It might go down enough.
I mean, I don't know about stretching and going down, but I don't think that would fit me. I would not fill it out nearly so well as you do.
But we don't kink shame.
It would
We
certainly
don't
feel
kink shame.
differently than I do.
We do occasionally kink ask why, and to that end, go ahead and bring him on because I've got a question for him.
Well, actually, he's not on the docket just yet. Well, my neck. All right, but is there anything else you wanted to discuss, maybe before we do bring him?
Let's see here. I've got my match against Brewer Lad tomorrow. Then I've got to take that belt away from Chris Cage and apparently disinfect it, and possibly hold an exorcism. Because again, I don't even want to imagine what those two have gotten up to with that.
Probably some goth shit.
Apparently, but I'm not going to say that because Destroyer's out there threatening to slap folks around, and I didn't bring enough money to tip her if she does. So, I'll go ahead and remind everybody that there's 3 more slots left in English's event. So please come fill English's slots so he can put me to work. But remember, we don't kink shame.
We don't kink shame. Fill him up, folks. Fill him up. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, let's bring on the Golden Dragon, who here next week may have an opportunity he's been waiting for. Let's talk to the one and only.
He walks in silence, storm in his veins, steel in his eyes, unchained by pain. Scars like metals, carved in flame. They whisper one word, they whisper his name. In every step, a battle cry, born to rise, never die. He strikes like thunder, like flame. In the heat of the fight, he owns the game. He's a dragon in the ring, hear the fire.
Ladies and gentlemen, he is the Golden Dragon. He is Kenta. Good evening, Kenta.
Good evening, Lord Amadeus, Senior Vacant, and everybody from the RAWF chat.
Well, Kenta, you made one hell of a comeback, one hell of a plunge into the top 25 when it didn't look like you were going to get there. You did, and now the next couple of weeks, you could be a double champion if all things work out. First of all, tomorrow would start with that. Uh, Taking on Sai for a shot at the Fubar City Championship, currently held by the Teflon Sheik. What are your thoughts on taking on Sai tomorrow, considering you know she's motivated? She lost 2 titles at Tropical Aggression. She wants another one. She wants to get a title back desperately. What are your thoughts on having to take her on in a Fubar City street fight for the #1 contendership?
That is a very good question. The Golden Dragon things that, well, Fubar City, I've had a shot at that for contention a few months ago, but my body gave out in the middle of the ring. But this time, I might want to get this shot against the Sheik. I have a run-ins with him, and I want to beat his ass and beat his title. Or Sai, we're good friends. The Golden Dragon and Sibel are good friends. But all that friendship, all that camaraderie is out of the window. And I'm going to beat her using her own bat that I gave her yesterday. So that's a golden guarantee.
All right. Well, we find out tomorrow, and then of course, you of course were very happy when Hot Shot Chaz defeated Killer Neptune to retain the Platinum Dragon Championship, and I'm assuming Hot Shot Chaz will not renege on his promise to give you an opportunity at that. And if that is to happen, I hopefully next week I'll have to get with Chaz and confirm that. But you may be getting what you've been waiting for weeks now, a shot at that Platinum Dragon Championship next week. What are your thoughts?
Oh, it's not just weeks, LA. I've been wanting that shot for months now. I am excited and, yeah, very excited for this golden opportunity. And I won't let the nervousness, the anxiousness get to me like the last time someone offered me a title shot like that. This time I'm gonna get my head in the game, and I will not let any distractions come between me and that Platinum Dragon title. Because maybe in the next few weeks, you will be calling me the Golden Platinum Dragon Champion.
Well, like I said, hopefully that championship match happens next week, but we will find out. I will get with Chaz, and we will find out hopefully next.
What the hell?
Born in the shadows, raised in the pain, taught by the scars, baptized in the rain, and they took my soul, left me hollow inside. Now there's nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Every scream they gave, every tear I bled, built the monster that they now dread. I'm the beast within, unleashed tonight. No mercy lives where there's no light. Run if you can, but you'll never win. There's no escaping the beast within.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ken Costa has arrived to interrupt us. Ken, what are you doing here? You're
I just came to say hi, guys. Oh, it's a very good day. I am just kind of sad because I'm not in a contendership match, but it's okay. I just know the reason. I'm a champion. Good to see you. How are you doing, guys? Especially Maeve.
Yes, congratulations on still being Midnight Hobo champion. But we did all that congratulating last week. But is there a reason you interrupted me talking with Kenta?
Wait, am I interrupting someone? Because I thought it's always my turn after Maeve, especially because I always want Maeve to stay in my turn. So, what's the big deal now?
I
You know,
mean,
for a guy that says that he respects Japanese culture, you don't know about seniority system, do you?
Oh, wait! Is that. Oh, Kenta? Konnichiwa, bud. What's up? Uh, I am sorry, but we can't say that. I'm sorry for. I'm sorry for interrupting, but actually, when it comes to the turn, it comes to the turn of the big guys first, not the
Big
people
guy,
like.
big guy. You're a big guy? No, you're not. You're tiny. You're skinny. Look at you. Look. Have you seen in the mirror?
Oh, but you can look what around my waist, something you don't have, and maybe you will never have. But anyway,
Neither have. Jesus Christ. You wanna go right now?
hey, okay,
Huh?
easy, you two,
Hold
easy. Okay,
on.
hey,
easy.
cool down, cool down. This is the after hours show, no fighting, so cool down. But I can tell you something that maybe wise you up. When you want to play like a big guy, just play it real good. Not being just attention seeker, article making, wasting time live instead of making any impact worthy in the ring. And he thinks that I'm Kenta wannabe. Actually, sorry, Bal. The only thing that is true is that you're a less famous Kirk Bernard and more stupid Soul Reaper. So, there is a problem, Kenta. It's you thinking that you can't be hit, that you're untouchable. But nobody can lay a finger on you. You think that. But anyway, the only thing that makes you untouchable is that your Asian smell stinks.
Okay,
Urusai! Shonen-san!
all right, hold on. Whoa, ho. What is? All right.
Wait. You just slapped me in the face, Kenta? Whew! Good. Slapping me in the face, it's a lady doing, but let me show you the man's doing. A chop to the chest. How it goes like, Kenta?
Ikuzo!
I, oh,
You son of a...
hey, just, they can help me out of here. Get it,
You're going to pay for it. You're
gentlemen.
going to pay,
All
you
right,
son of a...
both of you.
Look, you can stop, or I can pick you both up by the scruff.
Okay, enough, you two. Enough, both of you. Out, both of you.
They almost knocked over my beer fridge.
Well, obviously, these two are going to have to settle something down the road. Could be at Graveyard Smash, could be sooner. Who knows? But well, yeah. No
I didn't
love.
even get to ask my question.
No, you didn't. But I don't even think you. I don't think you were going to get any questions in. I would certainly didn't after that happened.
No, I think they got a little distracted. Fair's fair, boss man. When those two scrap off, can I be the special guest referee?
Why?
Because I want to see that match up close. It's going to be good.
I agree with you. I think it will be a great match.
He never asks when I ask if I can referee.
Okay, security needs to get out in the green. We need some security out in the green room because it looks like they're going to go out at it out there.
You know, maybe I will stay in here with you for a minute.
Before the security takes me out, I challenge Ken to a 3 stages of hell at Graveyard's match if he is willing to fight me like a man that he says I am not. Oh wait, the security's coming out. Bye.
Bye, Kenta.
Okay, so we have the challenge laid out. Kenta's asking for a 3 stages of hell match against Ken Costa at Graveyard Smash, which... Come on in. Okay, Kenta, you can come in and reply for a second. Or Costa. Sorry. Come on back in here. But
Okay. I will be cool because that bitch is gone. I'm sorry, guys. I am totally sorry, but he just began it. It's it's real obvious. So I'm totally sorry. I'm sorry.
I mean,
Anyway,
technically, you began it because you're the one who interrupted him.
it's it's my time. It's always my time after you, Maeve. Sorry. I will be cool. I will be cool.
Well, since I've got you here, first of all, are you going to accept his match?
3 stages of hell.
Condotri?
For only one condition. We just play it pro and cool, which means that he can select a stage type. I take the stage type, and I will leave the sir to Mister L, the boss here, Mister and Senior. He's tough shit. Anyway,
All
so
right,
I can say
you're
yes.
saying you'll take the match. He picks a stage, you pick a stage, and Bossman picks a stage.
You always got me, Maeve. That's why I want you always here instead of vacant the
So
Pokemon.
that brings me to my next question. First of all, you do realize that Vacant's the co-host, not myself. But why do you always want me in here?
Because you're
He doesn't
not
like
boring.
Mexicans.
You can ask real questions, creative questions, because instead of someone saying hola, that's it. Anyway, sorry, no offense, but I'm saying the truth.
No, there was offense. It's okay.
Well, can I
It's
take
fine.
my
I only
last time
spent
now?
better part of a year hyping you up, but no, I'm the bad guy. I show it is.
Good.
all right. Well, while Kent, since Kenta's out of here, I'll let you stay for a little while because I do have something I want to ask you about, and that's tomorrow's Midnight Hobo Contendership match between Iceman Jur and Destroyer. Your thoughts on who you think will win that match and who you will have to defend the Midnight Hobo Championship against at Graveyard Smash?
I saw it and it's really great for me. Izir is tough. D is tough. Both clash, and and I just watch it to see one person going to face me for the title. So it makes me feel great. Just like I am great now with my sound clear and making an impact. So like, who do I want to win? I can't say something certain, but who who do I think that I will face? Well, I will go the hard way, and I may think that Mrs. Cage will make it to face me, but before seeing the fight between Jeer and D, I got some business first that I would like to make a little announcement for RAWF Superstar next week. So allow me, boss.
Sure.
Well, we can say that a month ago I got a challenge from someone for my Midnight Hobo title, and I do mean Psy. But we can say that I was just busy with DW. So I told Sai that I will defeat DW first, and then she will be next. And I was a man of my word. I beat DW, and you can see that I'm still champion. And as I said, I am a man of my word. So we can say that next week Challenge accepted, which means Sai, King Costa, Midnight Hobo title on the line, and it's going to be an enjoyable night.
So let me get this straight. You are putting the Midnight Hobo title on the line next week against Sai. Is that correct? That's official?
Official. Just because I made a promise and now I'm making it true. So Sai, get ready. We are going to have a little fun.
All right. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Next week it could be two major titles. The Platinum Dragon Championship could be on the line, should be on the line, as well as the Midnight Hobo title in Houston next week on Superstars. But it is not your only big match of next weekend. Ken, let's talk about you challenging the Immortal Griffith for the After Hours Championship next week, right here on this show. You ran your mouth a little too much last week after Griff won the title, and now he is going to. Now you two are going to fight it out next weekend, next Saturday night. Your thoughts on facing Griff for the After Hours Championship?
Running my mouse? I just always run it because it's called a trash talker. It's called a bromo maker, so it's not something rude to me. But we can say, oh, Maeve, I will say something, so don't take it as a hard feelings. Well, Griff, yeah, Griff, he he is the big guy. He is a 10-time world champion. Damn it, that is real tough. But Griff is like any other big guy, living star, living legend. He is a living legend, no doubt. This is a fact. But we can say that in the few months ago, since I showed the other side of me, we had Blake Bradley beat him. We had STP beat him twice in a month. We had DW, the one with the clothes, and I just broke her clothes. So I defeated nearly every big guy in this company except correct Gref. So Gref, uh, we can say that I won't say that I beat you, that I will batter you. It's just a job of words. Just the likes of Kanta, the Soul Reapers, a murder. But we can say that I will go serious. So, warning, you should go serious too. Because for me, defeating the Griff will be very, very tasty. And I will love it very, very much. And oh, Il Vacant, please, bid against me. This brings me good luck.
That's what I've been saying.
All right. Well, Ken, you've got a full. Sounds like you got a busy weekend next weekend. You've already got a. It sounds like you're going to have a busy graveyard smash. You do officially accept that you'd have officially accepted the three stages of hell against Kenta at Graveyard Smash. So good luck to you there, and good luck to you next weekend. Um, it's going to be a big night, big weekend for you in Houston. With that
Sure
being
thing. Sure
with
thing.
that being said, please try to don't cause any more trouble with Kenta. I think he left, but still, I think you should try to be careful. All right.
I will be polite because great men are polite and busy, just like me. Thank you, boss. Thank you, Maybe. Thank you, Vacant. Oh, Vacant. I once again stole some of your tacos. Goodbye.
Yep. Okay. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, he was the first one to sign on for a Graveyard Smash match with Redneck Avenger. in this horror lumberjack match. Let's bring on the one and only.
He takes your soul with no control. He stands in the cold as the days get old. I know he's coming. Soul Reaper, oh Soul Reaper, where do you take them? Soul Reaper, the Irish fighting, drinking and fighting. No one is hiding. The devil is riding. I know he's coming.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Celtic Nightmare, the Soul Reaper is here. Good evening, Reaper.
Evening, boss. I made that song you said now you had to play it next week on your, right?
You made the song, did you? Okay.
Toy Boy song. You said if someone made it, you would play it on the radio next week.
I'll have to listen to it first. And
I made it to where it would parody Shawn Michaels' song "Sexy Boy."
That was the point, yes.
yeah, that's nice. All right. We'll find out about that. I want to hear it first.
Okay. I also made a promotional poster for Graveyard Smash.
Let me ask you: did you use the actual music for Sexy Boy?
I used it. I made it on Suno. I don't know. I don't think I could use the actual music.
Okay. Well, then it should be fine then.
Yeah.
I was just saying if you somehow.
Yeah, I know about the copyright thing, and I made you a promotional poster for Graveyard Smash.
Yeah, you've been busy. I can tell you've been. But at any rate, Reaper, let's talk about your match with Redneck Avenger at Graveyard Smash. You realize you walked right into Redneck's specialty.
Yeah, I guess. I
mean,
I really stepped in it with this one.
There was a championship for a very short time here in RAWF called the Bar Brawl Champion, and he was the first one of only two people to hold that title. And it basically was he beat you up in a situation similar to what you've asked for at Graveyard Smash. I think you may be in for you may be starting a streak of pay-per-view losses.
Well, the thing is, though, he may not be prepared for the kind of lumberjacks that will be surrounding the ring, which I'm going to keep that a secret from most people until. Actually, I'm going to keep it a secret until actual match time.
Wait a minute, huh?
The type of lumberjacks that will be surrounding the ring, that's going to be a match time surprise.
So this was new to me that you were going to get to pick the lumberjacks. That's the first time I'm hearing.
Yes, I did forget that little detail.
Yeah,
I was talking to RP about it, but I told them I want to keep it like the actual under wraps until from. I guess everyone else, excluding say maybe management, until match time.
You might need to tell the boss, is what I think he's saying.
Yeah, I'll inbox you on Unstoppable Amadeus.
You do that because this was I figured the lumberjacks meant RAWF wrestlers. I don't know what you had in mind, but that's usually what
the lumberjacks would necessarily be RAWF wrestlers, but maybe more so a local talent.
Okay, that's news. That's new to me. We will have to discuss that.
Yeah, and plus it looks like Mabe can't be one of the lumberjacks anyway. Boss, I think Kenta just snuck back into. Yep, he just dragged Ken Costa outside.
Oh, well, security, do your damn jobs. At any rate. Tomorrow, who do you face on tomorrow? Who did Randy say you were facing tomorrow? Let's see.
Oh, Randy sounds like he's feeling better.
Ciro El Napolitano is your opponent tomorrow. Any thoughts on that?
Who? What the hell kind of a name is that anyway?
Now you'll find out tomorrow. But at anywho, are you feeling better after that loss to your son at Tropical Aggression?
Yeah, about that. I willingly gave up via referee stoppage. The boy just would not stay down. And as Doc and Dan mentioned during the match, it was becoming hard to watch. He couldn't even defend himself, and he kept getting back up.
Fair enough.
I guess just something broke him, and that's how pitiful he looked. I couldn't bring myself to finish him off when I could have.
All right. So at any rate, Soul Reaper, with that being said, El Vacant, anything you'd like to ask Soul Reaper?
No, I'm good.
All right. Well, I guess that's it for you tonight, Soul Reaper, unless you had something else you wanted to discuss.
You might want to make sure your taco stand doesn't get damaged with that brawl going on out there.
I mean, it wouldn't be the first time. Thankfully, RAWF has good insurance.
Unfortunately. All right.
Well, I think it's very fortunate, to be honest.
Night, Soul Reaper. Thanks for joining us.
I'll do it.
All right. Our next guest is the new multimedia champion. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome.
From shadows deep, he rises, a warrior born of fate, with steel in his eyes. The tempest shall not wait. Memento mori, the call echoes through the night. His spirit will not fall. Ready for the fight. Griffin Davian, the immortal one, eternal champion. His war's never done. Hunter of monsters, affection of one. In a world that's broken, he stands with none. The tempest rages. His head held high, an immortal legend that will never die.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the current After Hours and Multimedia champion, the immortal Griffith. Good evening, Griffith.
Good evening, Lord Amadeus. And El Vacant, how are you, big guy? Did he just call me big guy?
Well, you are a big
I mean,
guy.
I am, but that seems very on the nose.
All right, so Griffith, congratulations, being the new multimedia champion, adding that to your trophy case.
Hold on a second. Give me a second.
What do you? Why you're on your phone now? You couldn't have done this in the green.
Hold on. I'm back, RAWF Universe. That's right. That's me in the studio with Lord Amadeus. Here, say hi, Lord Amadeus.
Hi, guys.
And El Vacant. Say hi, El Vacant. Hola, El Vacant. Close enough. Just doing my job here as the RAWF influencer that I am, as the multimedia champion, keeping the fans up to date on everything RAWF. That's right, everybody. I'm going to go back to my interview, but I just figured you should see what was going on. You all have a good night.
Wow. Okay. That's new. That's taking multimedia to the next level as the multimedia champion. I applaud that. I like it. I'm digging it. So cool. Very cool. And congratulations on being the multimedia champion now. And congratulations, you have 2 belts over your shoulder. So you must be, you definitely feeling better than you. What?
The difference a week makes.
Exactly. The difference one weekend can make, no doubt about it. So congratulations. But we found out earlier tonight that you will be challenged by either Sassy Applebee's or D's for that multimedia championship at Graveyard Smash.
Lovely.
You can't be too excited about hearing that first name, considering what that woman has done. The record that
I'm starting to think. I'm starting to think she's actually some sort of ancient bog witch and has some spell of like hex on me.
Who knows? I mean, she's tough. She always has been. She's a grizzled veteran. She's a winner of the platinum, 2-time winner of the Xanther the Platinum Dragon Memorial Tournament. She herself is currently holding 2 championships, just like yourself. So she's nothing to sneeze at. And then on the other side, you've got Dees, who you know very well.
I do. I've had many very good fights with Dees.
And you know your record against him is a bit better than Sassy, but he's still, but
not
he's
perfect.
But not perfect. He still has the ability to possibly take that championship from you. So if you were to be able to choose between the two as your opponent at Graveyard Smash, who would it be?
The lighting rig. No.
What?
No, I mean obviously I'd rather fight Dees, just because I don't understand what happens anytime I get into the match with that woman. So look, I also think Dees would, if he were to manage to take this belt, he would do a better job with it, with what the job is supposed to be. Sassy can be very quiet, kind of shy, doesn't interact with the fans a lot. Sort of the opposite of the point of this title.
I mean, Sassy's not shy. There's no doubt. She just.
I mean, when it comes to like the fans, okay, maybe shy is not the right word. Standoffish. Like she's a chatterbox in the locker room, and she has a lot to say in the ring. But when was the last time you saw her out at a signing? When was the last time she went and did an RAWF promo at a house show? Like that's not what she does. It's not her thing.
To be fair, Sassy, a very busy woman, running her own company, her own very popular company, I should say, in Sassy's Beach House. But I get that. That's not necessarily an excuse, but still, I have a feeling she could be a pretty good multimedia champion if she were to be able to take it from you. Not that I am saying she will, but But you would prefer to face Dees.
Yeah, I mean, obviously.
Mr. RAWF pay-per-view, as he likes to.
He likes to call himself.
That's what he likes to used to, and he's made a statement as of late that he's back. He's now, he has kind of been under the radar, not really making much noise over the past few months, really all this year.
Some stuff going on, yeah.
But then recently he said, "All right, I'm back. I'm coming for belts. I'm coming for titles," and quite possibly could be your next challenger. He seems motivated. And Not that you haven't. You both have beaten each other on pay-per-view. Let's put it that way. So,
I mean,
But-
I mean, the numbers are in my favor, but they're not and
fair enough. Elvake, anything you'd like to ask the Immortal One?
I don't know. Do you have any thoughts or comments about your actual, match at obviously you've already kind of commented on the one, but do you have any comments about your multimedia match? Well, I mean, look, it was a good fight. I would say props to Sai. She gave me a better fight than I expected out of her. But I guess the only thing I gotta really say is, hey Sai, I don't think I needed any excuses. I think I'm okay.
Yeah, I think you may have knocked her off the wagon. We're not sure. It could have been tea in that flask, but I highly doubt it. Because who drinks tea out of a flask?
I mean, it wouldn't even. The tannins and the metal would not go well together. It would be very bitter.
Yes, it would.
Yeah, but you mean tea for tequila?
Yes, that's what she meant.
Yeah, there it is.
There it is.
But
and you heard the words of Ken Costa earlier. You will be defending the After Hours Championship next week on this program against Ken Costa. You heard what he had to say. Do you have a response for him?
I kind of do. So he made a point of like how he's beaten all these big names this year and all that. How he hasn't beaten me yet. But what he failed to neglect is he's right. He hasn't beaten me yet, but he has faced me quite a few times. And what does that mean, LA? When he's faced me quite a few times, but can't say he beat me.
It means that he's in trouble.
It means he lost. You see, yeah. I would like Ken if he would just learn to shut the fuck up. Because he's got the right energy. He's got the right heart. He's doing everything right in the business. Except for some reason, he just feels the need to run his mouth at people he shouldn't run his mouth at. And by that, in this case, I mean me. Because, I've been called a lot of things in this company. I've had a lot of nicknames. I've had some given to me by me, some given to me by the fans. But in this case, there's one that was given me by people in the locker room. And that was the Griff Reaper. Because apparently I'm where careers go to die. I am the brick wall that stops all forward momentum. I am not the person you wanted to piss off, Ken. I am not the person whose attention you wanted in your rise in the RAWF. Hell, I'm not even world champ. I'm not platinum champ. I have nothing right now going on that should have put me in your crosshairs to try and prove anything. And yet you went out of your way to antagonize me. So you are going to learn what so many before you have learned. And I'm going to tell you what I told all of them before they did. Welcome to school. Lessons in session. You're about to learn the hard way.
All right. So that match happens 1 week from tonight, right here on After Hours. The Immortal Griffith defends the After Hours Championship against Ken Costa. Any final thoughts, Griffith, about anything that we've discussed?
Yeah, I think everyone's thinks that fight between Maven and Brewer is going to be something really special to watch, and how they don't know how to call that. Well, I know how. I know them both probably better than anyone else in this room, and I can tell you how that match is going to go down. I know exactly how that match is going to go down.
I'm all ears.
So, Mike, mate, when you wake up staring at those lights and you're not sure what happened, the answer will be in Gaelic.
All right. We find out all of that tomorrow here on Superstars Live from San Antonio. Until then, Griff, thank you for your time, and we'll talk to you again next week, hopefully.
You have a good night.
Good luck with your. What other plans do you have as multimedia champion other than what you were doing there?
Well, we're doing the obvious live streams, keeping everybody updated. I did a couple. I did, while you were on the air. I've done a couple from the green room. I did the one in here a little bit. We'll keep doing more stuff like that. I've been working with the promotions department to come up with a couple new shirt designs and things like that, so that we can, for promotional materials that we can get out to the fans. And they've already got me booked solid on all kinds of interviews. Apparently, I'm going on Fallon next week. I don't know who that is, but
wait, you don't know who Jimmy Fallon is? That's the Tonight Show, like the most famous talk show in American history.
I thought that was Colbert.
No,
didn't he get fired?
Colbert did, yes, but he's still.
I don't watch TV.
Understood. All right. Thank you, Griff, for your time. And we'll talk to you again soon.
You have a good night.
All right, L Vacant. Well, as we mentioned, Graveyard Smash will be live October 26th, 2025, UBS Arena, Long Island, New York. It's going to be a happening. As it usually is, Graveyard Smash, it's not one of my favorites because I usually don't remember most of them, but that won't happen this year. I'm very much looking forward to Graveyard Smash because I will be remembering it this year. That is a promise.
All right, good. Keep it.
So no rubber suits for you.
I mean, I'm not saying I'm never gonna wear it. Never mind.
And unless that's your thing.
No.
We as the lovely Maeve likes to say, we do kink shame here.
And in this case, we don't need to ask why.
All right, folks. I think we're going to call it a night. This has been RAWF After Hours on the RAWF Radio Network. For L Vacant, I am Lord Amadeus. We bid you adieu. Good night, folks.